Hello, welcome back to Move Ahead with Dahlia. I'm your host, Dahlia Cahigas. The Move Ahead with Dahlia podcast reached a milestone last week. We posted our 15th episode. Woohoo! I'm so excited. It's been a lot of fun. So on today's show, I plan to circle back and highlight some of the guests and their organizations that have come on to the podcast in the past 4 months. Can't believe it's been 4 months. And we're also going to talk about some of the things they mentioned, but also talk about some of the events that are coming up that I found on their Facebook pages and their websites. So, first of all, the first episode was just an introduction. Me discussing what we were going to be bringing to you in the upcoming weeks and months, which I can't believe went by so quickly. The second episode was with the first guest, Mario Mena, who is an artist in Chicago. He teaches at the National Museum of Mexican Art in the Pilsen neighborhood. And he's a mural artist. So you will find artwork, art pieces, murals of Mario Mena around the city, in some of the schools. We talked about that during the show. And Mario also talked about his background, his challenges as a Latino artist, about his family. And the best thing that I found, what I would like to highlight about Mario is his passion for his work. I saw some of the work. I've been following Mario for about 4 years now. I follow him on Instagram. Again, it's Mario Mena. He's on Instagram. He posts pretty much all the things he's been doing, what he's been involved in, what community work he's doing. And if you follow him, you might even be able to participate in some of the things that he's doing. So I would say if you have children around you and you think that this is something that you would like to introduce to them, check out Mario's Instagram page. And again, he's a teacher at the National Museum of Mexican Art in Pilsen. He is teaching art to children over there. He's such a wonderful guy. I was so glad to get to know him, and I hope to bring him back on the show soon so we can talk more about the things that he's up to now in the summer and so that you could get to know him as well. On episode 3, oh, by the way, thank you, Mario. I appreciate you for being on the show and being a guest. Episode 3, I had Ivelisse Serrano, my good friend Divi, and she's with Spanish Coalition for Housing. She's involved in their landlord certification workshops. And we talked a lot about what Spanish Coalition does and also what her specific program is about, how it helps people in the community. So I often tell people that I talk to that if they plan to be involved in purchasing any type of rental property, even if it's like a 2-unit, you live in one and you rent out the other one, then you're officially a landlord. Or if you already are in that situation, this landlord program is fantastic. It teaches you about the laws, what to follow. It teaches you about the documents you need as a landlord for your tenants, the leases. There's just so much knowledge with this course. And they also have the Landlord Association that you can join. Their course for the landlord is not free. There is a small fee, but it's totally worth it. I would recommend you go to Spanish Coalition for Housing, their website, or follow them on social media and check out what's coming up for them. They have the landlord classes in English and Spanish. They have them monthly, so check that out. They do have a really big event coming up I found it on their Facebook page. It's free. The event is free. It's the Home Buyer Expo, Camino a su casa, and it's coming up on June 10th. It's from 10 to 2 p.m. Go to their website or their Facebook page so you can register for that free event. Thank you, Evie, for being a part of the show. And we just had so much fun talking. I hope you take a listen to that one if you haven't already. That was episode 3. On episode 4, I had my friend Guille Leon from Lucha. And Guillermina Leon is involved in the homebuyer workshops for Lucha. And Lucha is a nonprofit organization in the Humboldt Park community. Their programs are for everyone in Chicago. And again, they're free programs. They have community housing programs. They do a lot of work with the community. They do summer events. It's just nonstop what they have going on. We covered a lot of their important things that they are doing. I've known Guille for many, many years, and I've been a part of Lucha's homebuyer workshops presenting their English and Spanish, what the Realtor does for the home buyer, how the Realtor helps the home buyer. I've been working with them, volunteering in that for many, many years, and I'm really, really grateful to them for allowing me to be a part of their program. And they do have a workshop coming up. This one is Saturday, May 20th, which is this upcoming Saturday from 10 to 4. It is in Spanish. I believe it is in person at their office in Humboldt Park on Christiana and Division. You could find them at lucha.org or go to their Facebook page, and there are links there to register for the workshops. Again, the Saturday, May 20th workshop is in Spanish. And I'll mention that in Spanish. Puedes ir a lucha.org o la página de Facebook. Busca Lucha. Yo voy a presentar la parte de bienes raíces y cómo su realtor le ayuda en el proceso de comprar su casa. Si le interesa ir a este evento, es gratis. Es este sábado, mayo 20, de 10 de la mañana hasta las 4 de la tarde. Y si tiene preguntas, siempre puedes comunicarse conmigo, pero sí puede ir a la página de ellos a buscar la información y registrarse, porque necesita eso antes de ir al programa. So thank you, Guille, for being a part of the workshop. I'm sorry, a part of the show, episode 4. And I look forward to having Guille on again. I'd love for her to talk about how she helps her clients in her counseling, because she does the counseling for future home buyers one-on-one, and how she helps them with their credit and their savings and all these things that are really, really, really important to get them on the right step to buying a home. So episode 5 was with Patty Diaz from Casa Central. That was a really great episode because we talked, Patty shared the programs that they offer for children, such as their Early Learning Academy and the school age program. I mentioned in the show that I personally know people in my family that have been at Casa Central. They were taken care of as children, some of my nieces and nephews. The early learning program and the school age program is a very nurturing and loving environment. So if you are looking for a place for your children or children that you know are in need of some daily care or after school programs, Casa Central is amazing. They have their website is casacentral.org, I believe. And casacentral.org. And you could also follow them on Facebook. They post all of their information on Facebook, their events, and they're also hiring. So check out casacentral.org or follow them on Facebook. And thank you, Patty, for being a part of the show. It was really great to meet you. Oh, I also wanted to mention that I did, after this episode, I did go to Casa Central, and they had an event where they were introducing the people who had their programs. I was really glad to be there because it really did help me understand all these things that they have going on. And it was also great because not only did they introduce the people, the staff, their amazing staff, we got to take a quick tour of their early learning academy. And I got to see all the children in their classes. It was adorable. It took me back to when my sons were tiny. And it just was such a wonderful environment. I saw all the artwork the kids do. It's wonderful. Yeah, if you're interested, check them out so that you can go get a tour of their space, the Early Learning Academy space. It's really beautiful. On episode 6, I chatted with Gino Pronos, who helped me launch the podcast. And Gino gave a lot of insight about how he helps people, specifically realtors in our industry, get out in front of the masses, right? In social media, on video. He helped me. He helped me with all the jitters I had of getting out in front and doing the podcasting. So I'm forever grateful to Gino for all he did. You could find Gino anywhere, Instagram, Facebook. Check out his website. It's Gino Pronos is his name, and he is a realtor, but he also does pretty much what I would say is he's a social media marketing and podcast producer. And he's amazing. He knows his stuff. He's got all the equipment. If you're looking for someone that can take you into video work so that you could promote your business, I would highly recommend Gino for that position. I want to thank Gino for taking the time, being patient with me, because he was very patient. Again, because this was very new to me, and like I said, I couldn't have done it without him. So Gino Pronos, that was episode 6. Check it out. Episode 7, we had James Rudick from Northwest Center, the executive director, and James came in loaded with so much information because Northwest Center is in the Belmont-Cragen community, and they are so deeply engraved in the work that they are doing at Belmont-Cragen. They started with just a few people, and now they have over 40 in their organization, their staff. Their board members are amazing. The staff is amazing. They have a lot of volunteers that help them with all the events that they do. They literally have events every week. I just went onto their website. They had a bike event where the community came out in bikes to ride in Belmont-Cragen. I missed it, but maybe I'll do it next year. But I had such a great time with James because he had so much information for us. So I would recommend you check him out on this episode 7. Their website is northwestcenterchicago.org, and you can find them on their Facebook page, Northwest Center. I love all their staff. They are just incredible. They do have home buyer workshops, landlord and tenant programs, and so much more going on all the time. They have a huge event coming up It's their 20th anniversary of Celebrate Home. This is something they have every year, and it's on June 7th, Wednesday, June 7th from 5 to 9 p.m. Go to their Facebook page or their website and buy tickets as soon as possible. You're going to have a great time. I've been to several of their events. They do raffles, you dance. They have great food. The food is from their food vendors from Belmont Cragen. They do auctions. They auction off some amazing stuff, great packages. So again, check out Celebrate Home at northwestcenterchicago.org. And again, thank you, James, for all you do and your staff and the board. And hopefully they will continue all that work. I know that they actually have moved across the street from their main office on Laramie because they have major construction going on to build a second level to their building. So, but you could just go to their website and reach out to them. You won't regret it. They're wonderful, wonderful people. That was episode 7 with James Rudick. So that's all I want to talk about today. On another episode, I will talk about the other shows that I had that met the 15 episodes of Move Ahead with Dahlia. It's been so much fun. As you can see, we have information on resources, education, discussions with the leaders who really put their heart and soul into what they do. So I want to say thank you to everyone who's come on the show so far. I will do another podcast in the upcoming weeks with the rest of the guests, highlighting them and talking about what they have been doing and what events they have coming up as well. You know, it's been a great time having this podcast. I will say Robert Padron, the broker owner of Remax City View, he set this up the end of last year, and I just decided it was something that I've been wanting to do, and I just dove into it with the help of Gino. And again, I want to thank Gino for all the work he's done. He's amazing. But of course, I want to say thank you as well to my son, Devin, who not only is now doing the recordings of this podcast, but has been doing most of the editing from the beginning to get my podcast out to social media and posting them on YouTube. So thank you to Devin. You are so amazing. And I know that you are going to continue to do great work in whatever it is you decide to do in the future. Thank you. I love you. And just super excited that this has come this far. I want to thank you, the listener, from the bottom of my heart for your love and support. And I hope to continue to bring you important information and resources that will help you and your family. So I want to make this podcast an outlet for everyday people to learn. So just come on in and listen and share and follow wherever you're listening. I want to thank you again, and I'll see you on the next episode of Move Ahead with Dahlia. Make it a great day.